What's up, everybody? It's your boy JB, and I am here today. Just going to talk a little briefly about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, the season 3 trailer for this season. So, you guys just come on into the chat and we will go from there and, just talk about it briefly. I had initially said last season that I was not going to review Salt Lake City going forward, but let's see what Salt Lake City season 3 brings us. I will say though that the trailer for Salt Lake City season 3, I was underwhelmed by the trailer. Um, I do want to know if my people, if you guys, my B squad, how we feeling about Salt Lake City this season. Do you think we should review it? Should we not review it? If you're joining me in the live chat, let me know in the chat. If you guys saw the trailer, and if you did, give me your thoughts and opinions on it, and if I should review it for season 3. Now, if I do review Salt Lake City season 3, Salt Lake City season 3 will not be a pre-recorded review. It would be all live reviews going forward for Salt Lake City season 3. So, yeah. So if you're joining me in the live chat, or if you guys are watching the playback, I want you guys to definitely chime in both the live chat and in the comments to let me know if you guys want to, watch it, review it, and whatever you guys say, I will go along with that. So, little tidbit about Salt Lake City this season, it is only showcasing 5 ladies this season. So, you guys know we lost. Mary Cosby is no longer a housewife of Salt Lake City anymore because Mary didn't go to the reunion last season, and also because, well, mostly because she didn't go to the reunion. So, yeah, no Mary Cosby. Jenny Wynn, she was fired after the reunion after those racist, problematic Facebook posts came out about her. So, no Jenny Wynn. So, the only people that we have returning for season 3 of Salt Lake City will be Jen Shaw, who she pled guilty to, the fraud charges. So, this might be Jen Shaw's last season of Salt Lake City as well. So Jen Shaw is returning. Whitney Rose, Meredith Morris is returning, and so are Heather Gay and Lisa Barlow. So I will be honest and say, with this lineup of women, I'm not the most excited about them returning for a third season. Now I know that they did have some other women that they were filming this season. Angie Harrington was one of them. There's another lady named Angie, and then I don't know the other woman's name that filmed with them this season. But ultimately, Bravo decided to only showcase the 5 women that we are familiar with from season 1 till current. Um, I will say, hey, you finally caught a yes, you finally caught alive. How you feeling? I just finished your Beverly Hills review, and I know that you are on a staycation. So how's the staycation going? Hope it's going. I hope you're having a good staycation. I hope you're having a good one. I will be taking a vacation pretty soon on my mom's birthday, which is the 19th. So I'm gonna be trying to take a week off from that. Do you watch Salt Lake City? If not, let me know in the comments. Do you watch Salt Lake City? And also, with you, I feel like maybe, I do like, I will say when it comes to the lives, I do like the lives. They're pretty cool for what they are. They're pretty cool. So you might look into doing some lives here and there. They might be fun. You might find it to be fun. And also, when you guys come into the live, can you guys just do me a big, big favor and like it? Now, thank you, sir. It's great. That is good. I definitely deserve one, with work and with YouTube. So yeah, you guys, if you guys jump coming into the live, just like it, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, you guys. So yeah, we're just here to basically just talk about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, the trailer for season 3. Like I said, I'm probably going to go back to review. I'm gonna review this season of Salt Lake City, and this might be where I jump off the ship with Salt Lake City because I'm still not over how Bravo handled the situation last season with Jenny Wynn. Still not over that situation, but we're gonna rock and roll with it. The real reason that I'm watching Salt Lake City this season is because of what happened with Jen recently. So let's see. You said I tried the first season, but I didn't really like Salt Lake City. They have new people. So Salt Lake City this season has some of the same returning people, but they also have three new people who are, I think, friends. They so from what I've heard, the women that they have as friends of, they originally were supposed to be full time, I believe, but I guess at the time of getting ready to air, they decided to go with the five women: Jen, Whitney, Meredith, Heather, and Lisa. So no, Jenny win from last season. Nope, Mary is gone. Now, I this is a rumor, but I have heard a rumor since Jen is dealing with her legal issues after her pleading guilty. I have heard some rumors. Now, this is allegedly, so I don't know how true this is, but they say Mary may come back for season 4. But season 3, we don't have Mary, unfortunately. Since Mary didn't go to the season 2 reunion, she didn't honor her contract. So now I did hear that they were trying to bring her back as a friend of, but she rejected that, and I don't blame her. Mary was the show for me. Now some people, I know people had their issues with Mary. I have issues with Mary as well. Mary was problematic, but she was good when it comes to these ladies. So yeah, Salt Lake City. This trailer released yesterday. So Salt Lake City will no longer be on Sunday nights. It's moving back to Wednesday nights. So Salt Lake City is going to premiere this season. It'll premiere Wednesday, September the 28th. So I don't know because we're still dealing with Dubai. So their reunion is going to wrap up next Wednesday. So and Andy just asked for questions for the Beverly Hills reunion. So their reunion hasn't filmed yet. So I feel like we got probably a few weeks before Beverly Hills wraps up. So we'll probably get so we're gonna have a break. So it won't be no Dubai. Thank God for that. And then so yeah, Dubai probably I think Dubai's reunion wraps up next Wednesday. So then we'll just have Real Housewives of Beverly Hills to deal with, and then Salt Lake City will be back on the 28th. Now, to the people who are watching, did anybody watch the trailer? Oh yeah, the trailer. I have to check out the trailer. So I will say the trailer, it wasn't. It was a little lackluster for me. Like it wasn't a Real Housewives of Atlanta trailer. It wasn't a Real Housewives of Potomac trailer. It wasn't a New Jersey trailer. It wasn't anything like those. It was kind of lackluster. The things that stood out to me in the trailer was the fact that, so if you guys look at my thumbnail, Heather has she went to see Meredith, and Heather has a black eye. So I made the joke that if you guys look at my thumbnail says that Mary must have sent Jesus after Heather, which you guys remember Mary had issues with Whitney and Heather last season, and me too, right? Going into season 1, I was a big fan of Whitney and Heather. Believe in season 2 after that whole debacle with Jenny Wynn. I'm just not a fan of Jenny, and I'm not a fan of Heather and Whitney. Really could have done without Heather and Whitney this season, but unfortunately, for some reason, Bravo brought them back. So we'll deal with them as we go along. And then in the trailer, you can see a lot of division with the ladies, right? So you can see in one scene that it was a boat that they were on. It was Jen, it was Heather, and it was Meredith, which is really interesting because last season Meredith and Jen had the whole issue, but now they're cool with each other. LOL, Heather, a big girl. Who hit her? I would love to know who hit Heather myself. That's going to be interesting to see what happened with Heather's eye. I wonder if maybe because sometimes I wonder if something got in her eye. I don't know, but I'm gonna be here to see what happened with Heather's eye because when she took them glasses off and I saw that eye was swollen shut, I'm like, oh yeah, Mary got her karma. So the real reason that I'm coming back to Salt Lake City this season is because of Jennifer Shaw. If you guys have been living under a rock and don't know what's going on with Jen, so you guys know that actually, Jen just recently pled guilty to, the fraud case, right? So she's looking at what, maybe 11 years behind bars. Whew. So I was talking. Let me. I'm gonna take a little sidetrack. So I was having a conversation with a coworker, and we were talking about Eric and Jane and Jen Shaw, and we were talking about who's worse, right? And for me, when I think about who's worse, I think both Erica and Jen are despicable people, but I think Jen is more disgusting because even with Erica, despite how I feel about Erica currently, I don't really believe that Erica knew to the full extent what Tom was doing. Do I think that Erica was, do I think she knew everything? No. Do I think she was oblivious to what Tom was doing? Absolutely not. The only thing that I have an issue with when it comes to Erica, and we're going to talk about her next week on Beverly Hills, is the fact that she deflects. She wants to talk about the victims in a negative way. That is what bothers me when it comes to Erica Jane. Jen Shaw bothers me because this woman literally took money from the elderly. Like, I can't stand somebody who takes money from the elderly, who defraud, takes from the elderly, the defenseless, children, anything like that. I don't have any kind of respect for a person like that. Just have zero respect for people like that. So in this trailer, Jen is saying that so you guys remember, she had like those non-assistants, and her main assistant was Stu. So Jen is saying this in this trailer, she's saying that Stu is setting her up. I'm like, girl, how did he set you up? You were his employer. Like, you were his employer. So how did this man set you up? Erica's gonna show how she really feels next week. Oh, absolutely. And I'm gonna go in on Erica next week too. And it's so crazy. Like, when Erica first joined Beverly Hills, I was in love with Erica when she joined Beverly Hills. And now these last 2 seasons of Erica Jane, I just don't see it for her. Yeah, Jen is awful. Absolutely a disgusting human being. Like I tweeted a few minutes ago, I'm like, can we just go ahead and lock Jen Shaw up? Ugh. So yeah, when it comes to both Jen and Erica, they're both disgusting, but Jen is higher on my list because you are the person that was defrauding people, right? And it's just, ugh. So also in the trailer, Whitney Rose. So I guess Whitney's gonna be unpacking some stuff from her childhood. I don't know. I don't really want to talk. I don't like talking about dark stuff. Ooh, she talked about, she was abused and whatnot. Despite the fact that I'm not the biggest fan of Whitney right now, anything negative that happened in her past, my heart goes out to her, and I wish nothing but I send nothing but positive vibes to her. But other than that, I don't see it for her. We didn't really see much with Meredith. I know we saw a scene with Seth and her in the bathtub. I know we had a scene where I think it was Heather and Meredith, and Seth asked them that they ever asked Jen if if she did it. The woman has been saying for the last year she's innocent. I mean, come on, let's go back to her tagline from last season. The only thing she's guilty of is being amazing. Nah, boo. The only thing you're guilty of is being a criminal. The only thing you're guilty of is fraud. That's what you're guilty of. What else do we want to talk about in this trailer? So Heather has wrote a book, you guys. So with Heather, I'm like, girl, we finna sit here and spend another season talking about the Mormon church. That is something that annoys me. I don't see it for the Mormon church because I am a whole ass black man. As a black man, I don't see it for the Mormon church because for years the Mormons didn't see it for us as black people. So why do I need to see it for the Mormon church? So she's written a book, right? So with this book, she's worried about her family. I'm like, Heather, that has been your storyline for the last 3 seasons. You know what? Heather is starting to give me Lisa Rinna from Beverly Hills because Rinna hasn't had a storyline in seasons. She is giving me who else hasn't had a storyline in seasons? Rinna, Giselle from Potomac, Robin Dixon. She's giving me a lot of them that haven't had a storyline for seasons, so they just gonna grasp at straws. They just gonna find something to just say, "Hey, this is my storyline. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about this." It's ridiculous. So, like I said, she's written a book, but she's talking about her family not, supporting her. Season one, you said your family didn't support you because you are a divorcee and you do the things that are against Mormonism. So what are we talking about here? Then last season, remember when her dad passed away, during COVID, she wasn't able to, celebrate his funeral. So I'm just over Heather and this story about the Mormon church. Like, girl, it seems like you want to go back to that cultish religion. And you guys know how I feel about I said every season when it comes to Salt Lake City, I believe that all religion can be cultish, not just the Mormon church, not just Mary's church. I think all organized religion can come off quite cultish. So I don't want anybody to say, oh, well, you come at the Mormons. No, I come at every religion. I feel like every religion can be quite cultish, if we're being honest. So, um, and shout out to everybody who's joining the live. You guys can definitely, comment in the live chat. So, question to everybody who's in the live chat, do you guys want to review Salt Lake City for season three? If so, I am so here for it. But I want it to be known that going forward with Salt Lake City is going to consist of a live. So probably what I'm going to do when it comes to Salt Lake City is Salt Lake City. I know it comes on, like I said, it premieres Wednesday, September 28th, right? I don't know what time it's going to come on, but whenever it comes on, I think maybe an hour or two after the broadcast go off, maybe an hour. I'll give maybe an hour to an hour and 30 minutes before I go live and we discuss the show. And then that'll be that. Um, yeah, that's pretty much the trailer. It was for me, it was a little bit lackluster. I think the biggest thing that stood out to me in that trailer was the fact that Jen was saying that she was innocent, but then at the end of the trailer, see her when she recently went to court and she pled guilty. Now, someone who is innocent and someone who was framed, set up, why would you plead guilty? Like that doesn't the math ain't nothing. I'm being set up, but I'm going to say I'm guilty. Make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense, right? And then, so remember, I told you guys that there are three, I think there are three friends of Angie Harrington, who is the cousin of Whitney's that we saw last season. They should have gave Angie a snowflake instead of that racist Jenny Wynn, but unfortunately, they gave Jenny Wynn a snowflake. I wasn't too happy about it, but she got one. She lost her snowflake. Congratulations to her. I think that's one of my issues when it comes to Bravo. Bravo can't pay me to believe that they did not know about Jenny's, racist past because that was from 2020. So Bravo can't really make me believe that they didn't 100% know what that woman was doing. But hey, it is what it is. So yeah, three women. It's Angie Harrington and it's another woman named Angie, and I don't know who the other woman is, but you'll see her in the trailer. And when they were asking Heather if she got punched in the eye, she said, "Did I?" And we see a flashback where she's talking to this other woman. So I don't know if they're trying to allude that maybe this woman is the person that punched her in the eye. I don't even know if Heather even got punched in the eye. I'm pretty sure they probably just doing that to make people be like, "Oh my God, what happened to Heather's eye? Let's watch Salt Lake City so we can find out what happened." And I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be something so minuscule. Like I said, probably that happened to me recently where I got a black eye because a bug flew in my eye. Nobody beat me up, but my eye was black because of that bug flying right into my eye. Um. So yeah, at the end of the trailer, there was this girl. You guys know how I feel about people who talk with a black scent. Ugh, that's one of my true issues with Jen is the fact that I feel like Jen is a culture vulture. She she takes on the plight of a black woman, even though she's not a black woman. Just because you have a black husband does not mean you're black. Let's see what you said. Bravo don't seem to vet their people. They have major issues with racism. Absolutely. Look at Diana from Beverly Hills. She has a tinge of racism to her. Allegedly. Allegedly. Um yeah, Ramona Singer allegedly has a tinge of racism. Jen swears she's black. She sure the hell does. I will never get over Jen with them braids that she wore to court last season. I'm never gonna let them braids go. I felt that deep within my ancestors when Jen had on them braids. So yeah, what I was saying is there was a woman in the trailer who was telling Jen basically like watch who be careful who you mess with or not or stuff like that because you're gonna want somebody to put money on your books. And she was doing that black scent stuff. I'm like, I hate that is just one thing that just grinds my gear when I see someone who is not black do a black scent. It just I don't see it for. I'm like I don't get that. Why do you have to do a black scent? Not all black people talk like that. Like I'm from the hood. I'll fuck you up and stuff like that. Like not all black people talk like that, and it's frustrating and it's infuriating. But that's really pretty much all I got, you guys. I knew I wasn't gonna be on here that long. Like I said, if you guys are in the live chat, feel free to let me know. Do you want to? Are you gonna watch Salt Lake City season 3? If you are, let me know if you want me to review it. But I'm pretty firm right now that I'm going to review Salt Lake City season 3. As long as they don't piss me off like they did last season, I'll be fine with Salt Lake City. And like I said, with Salt Lake City season 3, it's going to be strictly a live review, so it won't ever be a pre-recorded review. So what I'll do is, like I said earlier, we'll go live maybe an hour to an hour and a half after the episode goes off, and we'll come on here and we'll discuss it, and that'll be that. So now, the only trailer that I'm ready for is Potomac. We don't know when Potomac is coming back. The only thing I know about Potomac is I just saw that yesterday. Hey Arnold, Stewie, she's doing her interviews. I don't know who the hell did her makeup or that wig that Ashley had on, but it was a no. It was an absolute hell no. Great job. Glad I caught it. I'm not watching that show, but of course I'll watch your reviews. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate you. So yeah, you guys. That's really all I got. I'm gonna let you guys have. I gotta get. I'm actually on my lunch break right now, so gotta get back to work pretty soon. But yeah, I appreciate each and everybody who came through the live. Um, I think I will be back again this Saturday for another live. I think we'll do another Ready to Love live this week because I think this week's episode is going to be a doozy. And some stuff happened to me after my last live. So yeah, I will catch you guys later. See you later. So yeah, you guys, I hope you guys have a great day. I want you guys to take care of yourselves. You guys, remember, you guys, wear a mask. COVID is not gone, and monkeypox is out there. And wear a mask, socially distance. You guys, be blessed, and I will catch you guys in the next one. So I will be watching Married at First Sight when I get back to my desk today. And then you guys should see that review later today. If not today, you'll see it first thing tomorrow morning, along with hot topics. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.